Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm so excited to share with you the best places to eat at Myrtle Beach 2021 edition. If you haven't seen my video last year, I will link it up above. I talk about a whole bunch of restaurants that me and my husband love to go to, and we tried out a couple of new places last year, and that was during COVID time, so a lot of things were to go, takeout, things like that. This time we ate a little bit more indoors. There are some new restaurants at Myrtle Beach that we checked out. So I'll be sharing with you guys pictures and clips of the food that we ate, talk to you about the restaurants themselves. And yeah, if you have not seen, again, that video from last year, check it out. Still highly recommend a lot of those restaurants. But let's get into it. So this year there is a new restaurant called the Crooked Hammock. It's in Barefoot Landing, and if you have not been to Barefoot Landing, it is in North Myrtle Beach. Barefoot has totally expanded this past year. I think whoever owns Crooked Hammock bought a lot and spent a lot of money to advertise and just make that area a whole lot nicer. So they've expanded the playground. It's kind of closer to Lulu's if you have been there before, Taco Mundo, things like that. So that kind of part of Barefoot Landing, and Crooked Hammock is now right there too, where like the carousel train and everything is. They bought that land, they have expanded it. It's a great like local hangout kind of place. They have cornhole boards, hammocks, they have different kind of outdoor play games, and a restaurant, and a brewery, if I forgot to mention that. They even have brewery tours that you could go to, and what's really even nice, especially if you have kids who play in the playground, is you can get from their little to-go brewery van, I guess you could say, a drink, and you can sit. They have chairs outside of the playground. The playground is fenced in so your kids won't run away, and you can drink while watching your kids play. I admit that is smart thinking. This year in Myrtle Beach altogether, it's short-staffed. They normally have like an international program where people come from like Europe, Russia, things like that to work at Myrtle Beach during the summertime. That program did get canceled just due to COVID and the short notice of COVID being over for the United States. So everywhere pretty much, especially if you go this summer, is going to have a long wait time. If you're going to order takeout to go, that's still probably your best bet. Try and get those orders in as soon as you can, and expect honestly an hour minimum wait delay for whether you get it to go or eat inside. So the first night we were still waiting to go into our condo, we put our names on Lulu's and we put our names on the new Crooked Hammock. So Crooked Hammock gave us about 45-minute wait. Lulu's 30 minutes to an hour wait. So we put our names on both of them. Whichever one came up first, we went to that one. So Crooked Hammock it is. I got to this really nice, they had a menu that has mocktails on it. If you're unfamiliar with me and my channel, I am currently 23 weeks pregnant with baby number 2. So I'd have loved to try out some other alcohol drinks and the brewery stuff for you guys, but I tried out the mocktail instead. Still really good, still hit the spot. My husband doesn't drink either. He is more of a Diet Coke lover, and I'm pretty sure they had Pepsi, if that is a hit or miss for you guys for restaurants. So we actually ate outside on their outdoor patio. It was beautiful. What was also really nice is our waitress asked if the kid wanted to eat first, if we wanted to order for the kid first, so it came in first. And that is like one of the best things when you're a parent, is when they care about the kid. So we ordered our food, and because we were outdoors and it was in the patio, the playground was literally right behind us. So my husband took my son to the playground while the food was cooking. So when the food came out, we devoured it. It was so good, guys. Now, I really wanted to get the crab cake sandwiches. They were out of crab cakes, but my son got the kids hot dog. And this is actually, I didn't get the picture of like before I cut it up. Sorry, guys. But this was a pretty big 100% beefy kind of hot dog. I will say they said they weren't going to have grill marks. There were grill marks on it. My son still ate it up. And what was really nice about this hot dog bun was it was more of like the thicker brioche kind of bun than like the standard like hot dog buns that you see every day. Then what was interesting too is you needed to order the kids' side separately. So I ordered the fries, and the fries are not your typical fries. They're almost like between a fry and a chip, like a homemade potato chip. So they're a little bit thicker than if you were to order like homemade chips from another restaurant, more thicker like a fry, if that makes sense. My husband got the Grand Strand burger and fries, and he enjoyed it. He even finished my son's fries as well. He thought that it hit the spot and he really liked the bun. And then what I got was the pulled pork sandwich, and I also got the sweet potato slices or rounds. When I ordered it, I didn't realize they were gonna bring me out a thing of fries too, but I got a thing of fries too. Now, if you get this pulled pork sandwich, it is super thick and juicy, full of meat, but they only put the barbecue sauce on the top. So if you order it, I would ask for a side of barbecue sauce for you to add on, dip onto, what have you. That was kind of my only little hesitation, is I needed a little bit more barbecue sauce to the amount of meat that you actually get, but I'm not complaining about the meat. It was good. The sweet potato rounds also were so delicious. They had honey glazed on top of it, and they would just hit the spot for me. So a couple of other popular items I noticed while we were at Crooked Hammock were their nachos, and this looked so good, but I definitely think it's for like a big group of people or if you're really hungry. It is like a giant sized plate of nachos. Looked delicious. And then the other thing I saw a whole lot of people eating were their wings, but we didn't try them that time, but I did want to mention them. They did look good and no one seemed to be complaining about it. So the next place we tried out was Hamburger Joe's, and we actually ate there a whole bunch and discovered it last year in that video. We still love it. My son loves to get the burger and hot dog. My husband loves the burger and hot dogs. He mainly gets the hot dogs, and then I got the burger. So definitely check out Hamburger Joe's if you haven't. Another thing we love to go to is the kind of hole-in-the-wall Mexican restaurant. I don't know what it is about going to the beach, but I still crave like authentic Mexican. I don't mean Taco Mundo. No offense to you guys who love Taco Mundo. That's just not what I mean by Mexican. I mean like the red sauce, the vegetarian or combo number 3. You know what I'm talking about. So if you're looking for that kind of Mexican restaurant, Las Margaritas is where it's at. And I always get the vegetarian A. It's a bean burrito, cheese enchilada, and a tostada. Then we also get an order of queso dip with chips and salsa. My husband typically gets like the chicken tacos, or he'll get the chicken burritos. And my son, we get him like the kids' cheese quesadilla with rice. Unfortunately, we were so hungry that day and it came late that we just devoured it. I only have a clip of my food, but definitely recommend that. So this next thing is something one of my friends recommended us check out, and this is from Platts Seafood. It's kind of like a grocery store, but they also sell food where it's cooked pretty much. We split a half pan with another couple, and this thing is pretty pricey. It's about $80, but it is a lot of food. So there are 4 adults, had 2 big plates worth. There were tons of leftovers, and when we left it at our friend's house, they said they still had leftovers at the end of the week. So good. And if you haven't tried this out and you're looking for good seafood, check this out. I definitely think if you want the quantity and good seafood, this is where it's at. Comes with crab, shrimp, sausage, then there's potatoes, there's also corn on the cob. Now you could have also gotten clams and oysters in there. None of the 4 of us really like that, so we substituted it for more shrimp. But this thing was so good. They season it with Old Bay seasoning, so definitely check this out if you are at the beach wanting to get some good seafood. So next thing here is a favorite restaurant of ours that we've been going to since we got engaged, which, guys, it feels, I guess it's about been 10 years, which is ridiculous. But we love King's Pizza. So King's Pizza, we normally get like a smorgasbord of food. We get a large cheese pizza. Guys, the best pizza I think I've ever had, even like in North Carolina, South Carolina. Best pizza. Then we also get, my husband found spanakopita, which I'm not 100% sure what it is, but they have it and I love it. We also get the mozzarella sticks when we get there, chicken tenders, and fries. And we just have like a buffet meal out of it. It's so good. If you have kids, there's plenty of things for them to choose, and it is so good, guys. I also want to mention we went to this ice cream candy shop place. My son calls it Rainbow Sprinkle Ice Cream, and we all tried a bunch of different things. Now, I will say there are a ton of these locations in Myrtle Beach, North Myrtle Beach, you name it, and the ice cream honestly is not that good. When it has over 100 different choices and flavors and things like that, the quality is not the best, but for kids, it's like the best thing ever. So he got like a blue Smurf, but there were Oreos in there, blue ice cream, it was vanilla ice cream, but it also had marshmallow fluff and stuff in there. He had a blast. I'll show you guys a picture of him with it. I got the Dulce de Leche like apple ice cream, and I also tried their Cookie Monster, which I would have thought was gonna be the blue one, but it actually has like peanut butter cookies in there, peanut butter cups, M&Ms, things like that. So that was pretty good. And then my husband just got the plain vanilla ice cream cone. So if you want the experience of it, I'd check it out. It's not a high recommend that we're gonna go back to anytime soon. So the next place is called Grumpy, or the Grumpy Monk, and there are two locations, one in North Myrtle and one at Broadway at the beach. We went inside to the one at Broadway at the beach, and it was one of those short staff kind of things there too, where it took forever to get our food, but when we got it, I highly recommend it. I have tried before their Philly cheesesteak and their grilled cheese before in last year's video, so check that out if you are interested. But this time we tried their buffalo chicken dip as an appetizer, and it's not as like shredded chicken as you would think buffalo chicken dip normally is. Their chicken was about like a big kind of chunk, so my husband had a hard time with their corn chips trying to get that out versus just like the saucy part of it, because the chicken was so heavy and the chips were so thin it kept breaking. So honestly, he kind of gave up a little bit, but I had no trouble trying to scoop that stuff out. It was so good, definitely really creamy, but for me, I typically like my buffalo chicken dip a little bit more shredded in chicken versus like chicken chunks, if you know what I mean. My husband ordered the Cluck Oink wrap, and this looked so good. Definitely something I would check out next time with fries. And then I got their sushi. So they have a bunch of different menus, even a full sushi menu. As you guys know from earlier, I'm 23 weeks pregnant, so I can't get full-on sushi, but I did try their shrimp tempura sushi, and I really enjoyed it. They also give you two kinds of soy sauce, a regular and light sodium. But this was really good. I enjoyed it. I would order it again. And then my son got the chicken tenders and fries and really enjoyed that, you know. 3-year-olds for you. So the next thing here is another new discovery for us, but this restaurant has been around for a really long time in North Myrtle. It's called Oscar's, and it is one of those Steelers dive bars. You got to know about it to go, that kind of thing. It's a kind of hole in the wall, secretive, but hush hush kind of place, but this place is really neat and cool. If you go inside, there are a ton of like random memorabilia all over this place. The owner definitely loves to collect things, different kind of knickknacks, Disney things, and like I said, they are a big kind of Steelers hub for people. So if you're interested in that, check it out. Really fun. We ordered a couple of different things. My husband got the fried chicken sandwich. It was one of those build your own custom build things. There's so many different ways you can build sandwiches. They even have mac and cheeses that you can create your own way. I got the 2 chicken breast meal, and there were a whole bunch of different ways you could make that too, and sauces. I picked the teriyaki sauce, but you could have done barbecue, teriyaki, like you name it, they had it. And I got the steamed veggies. Now, I probably won't get the steamed veggies next time. It was just okay. It was just steamed veggies. Definitely needed some seasoning in my opinion. The other thing we got was the pub pretzel, and this came with queso cheese. Now, beer cheese would have been ideal. I would have loved beer cheese. Beer cheese pretzels are like the best, but queso pretzels hit the spot too, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was like a big kind of thick pretzel, really soft and doughy, had the right amount of salt on it, and then just a little bit of queso dip. So good. And then the last place I wanted to talk to you guys about is a Blueberry Grill. Now, I mentioned this in last year's video as well. We went again, and my husband got like the blueberry breakfast. It came with eggs, bacon, there was a muffin, and then peanut butter apples. Perfect to give to your toddler, the peanut butter apples, by the way. Then he also got the blueberry hush puppies. These tasted so good. We went for breakfast, as you guys can tell, and these were so good. They came with like a blueberry jam you can dip them in, and it was good. Hit the spot. I ordered the Bananas Foster French toast. It had kind of a rum sauce that you could get, and then there was bananas, whipped cream, and then a warm syrup you can eat with it. This was so good. It was 2 big, thick, fluffy kind of French toast pieces. I will say I ordered, and what I requested to order was the cinnamon roll French toast, but they were completely out of cinnamon rolls, like they're in their entire restaurant. So we went on a Saturday morning. That's when their shipment came in, so if you ordered it like Sunday, you would have had it. So if you've ordered the cinnamon roll French toast, you gotta let me know how it is down below. But Blueberry Grill is one of the places we love to eat for breakfast, and they now serve a dinner, so we haven't checked that out yet, but let me know if you have tried that for dinner, and what are your favorite restaurants you like to go to when you visit North Myrtle Beach or Myrtle Beach. I'd love to know in the comments down below. Let's share our foodie finds, and I'll talk to you guys in my next one. Bye.
Nobody told me to settle down. Day nights and late nights, don't kid around.